Good afternoon. My name is Abdulrasheed Hafsat Opeyemi, matric number 17/67 QW002. Our subject for today is basic science, and my topic is mode of feeding. What do I call it? Mode of feeding. Objective of mode of feeding. By the end of the lesson, students should be able to, number one, define feeding. You are going to tell us the meaning of feeding. Number two, mention mode of feeding. Number three, differentiate between heterotrophic or an heterotroph. Definition of feeding. Feeding is the process by which living organisms take in food in order to be healthy and maintain growth. What do I call feeding? Is the process by which living organisms take in food in order to be healthy and maintain growth. Type of feeding. We have autotrophic. What do I call it? Autotrophic. And we have heterotroph. What do I call number two? Heterotroph. You can see this is plant. Plant is an example of heterotrophic mode of feeding. You can also see goat, that is representing animal, that is heterotroph. Heterotrophic mode of feeding. The meaning of heterotrophic mode of feeding. This is the process by which organisms manufacture their food itself, e.g., plant manufacture its food through photosynthesis. This is the plant and this is the sun. This plant is manufacture its food from the sun, and the process is called photosynthesis with the help of chlorophyll. The number two type of feeding, which is heterotrophic feeding. This is defined as, this is the mode of feeding whereby organisms fed on already made food, e.g., man and animal fed on plants. Like I told you earlier, that plants is feeding or is manufacture its own food by itself, but we animals, man and animals, we eat on the already made food. You can see this is the goat that is feeding on the already made food. In summary, we have talked about definition of feeding. We have mentioned the mode of feeding, which is autotrophic and heterotroph. We have able to differentiate between feeding and autotrophic feeding and heterotrophic. That is, animal that plant that eat on the already made food, and animal that feed on the plant. Then evaluation. Define feeding. Mention mode of feeding. Differentiate between autotrophic and heterotroph mode of feeding. Thank you.